Mark Hamill confirmed what we already know, but at least we get some cool flashbacks in The Rise of Skywalker. Right?
You're fulfilling your destiny.
So you probably already know about the new interview with Mark Hamill, probably because a few videos have popped up saying, Mark Hamill hates Star Wars, which, no he doesn't, he's just ready to move on, which is understandable given that he lost his close friend Carrie and he realizes he's never going to have a scene with the OT Golden Trio again. Heck, remember that interview? In a recent interview he said, everyone talks about the shock of realizing that on Force Awakens I don't come in until the last page. A bigger shock to me was them killing Han Solo before Luke could ever see his best friend again. I mean, that's even the interview where Mark talked about how he pitched a different idea to JJ about how Han and Luke should reunite, and JJ just completely shot him down, and Mark said, well, it's basically their world now, I just have to live in it. So between the direction of his character, which we know he's not exactly happy about, what happened to Carrie in real life, and then also knowing he'll never have a scene with Leia and Han again, it's understandable that he wants to move on. He even said in a recent interview, he has some Star Wars fatigue. So you may remember this quote, I'm not going to tell them how to run their business. But is there a possibility of Star Wars fatigue? Yeah, I think there is. I've experienced it, to a certain degree, but they never listen to my ideas anyways, so who needs them? Well, that fatigue is probably still there because in a recent interview, when asked if The Rise of Skywalker is the last we're going to see him in a Star Wars production, he responded, I sure hope so. Which, again, doesn't mean he hates Star Wars. Remember this year when he talked about how he was one of the original people to believe in Star Wars and believe in its success back when they were filming the first movie, which was just at the time called Star Wars, not A New Hope. So he doesn't hate Star Wars. He's just... He's a little bit tuckered out from it. So when asked why this is going to be his last appearance in Episode 9, he responded, well, because I had closure in the last one. The fact that I'm involved in any capacity is only because of that particular aspect of the Star Wars mythology where if you're a Jedi, you get to come back and make a curtain call as a Force ghost. So those that were hoping Luke would actually be resurrected in the flesh, which there were some rumors about that, but none of it was very concrete. I'm sorry. It is nice to know that he'll get his curtain call in Episode 9, and if you're smarting that he's only going to come back as a Force ghost in The Rise of Skywalker, know that we're also getting some flashback scenes of him being younger with a younger Leia and training her in the Force, which we know from other canon that Leia was supposed to be his first student, and he started to train her before she went, hey, my place is with my family and with politics. We also have some pretty legit leaks that we're going to see Rey encounter a Force ghost Luke, so she's gonna throw her lightsaber at him and he's going to catch it as a Force ghost, and also he's going to have a scene, supposedly, according to leaks, with Kylo Ren where he's going to force a sort of vision of Han Solo to maybe turn Kylo back towards the light. Finally, we also know through leaks, of course, this part isn't 100% confirmed, that Luke will be in a scene as a Force ghost with Rey and Kylo doing something. Maybe they're fighting. So we have quite a few scenes with Luke in Episode 9, even though he's not super prominent, but he's still gonna be there. Which I absolutely understand doesn't make everybody happy. It certainly doesn't make me happy, but I kind of just deal with what I'm given because I love Star Wars so much. I'll still bitch when I need to bitch, of course, but I'm gonna wait and see Episode 9 and see how they give him his curtain call and see if it resonates with me. But what about you? How do you feel about him coming back just as a Force ghost and maybe having flashback scenes of him training younger Leia when he was younger? Let me know in the comment section down below.
Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.